Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 35, The Lake by Natasha Preston, so let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest clicking off the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 35. Mary walks along the beach. I watch her make eye contact with Catalina as she comes out of the cabin. Without a word, Catalina follows her. They said everything with a glance, like some freaky Powerpuff Juju. They go into the multi-use cabin and close the door. Okay, Esme, Rebecca shouts, waving from the dock. I plaster on a smile like the one Kayla used at school when talking to the popular kids. She was very good at their game, sometimes a little too good. Kayla stands and walks to meet me. What were you doing? Just talking to Mary? What about? 3 guesses, Kayla. You look obsessed as soon as people are going to be asking. Why? Don't worry about me. I have it under control. Do you? She asks, her eyebrows lifting. I'm fine, Kayla. Maybe you should have an early night. Excuse me? It's not good for you to be out here. You look pale and you're biting your nails again. I hide my hands behind my back. I told you I'm okay, and I'm telling you that you're not. I'm your best friend, Esme, and I can see what's going on. You're losing it. She steps even closer, even though we're far enough from everyone else that they can't hear us. I take a step back. People are going to get suspicious, she says. You're constantly getting in the middle of every creepy situation, and it's all you talk about to anyone. It's not all I talk about. You might as well be. Rebecca asked if you're okay. She said she's worried that you're not coping. I bet she did. When did Rebecca say this? Just now, while you were sulking over there? My eyes slide over to Kayla's shoulder. Rebecca and Ollie are sitting there together chatting. He throws a stick into the lake. Esme, I'll tell them you got too much sun and need to rest. Kayla's hands are on her hips when I look back at her. Am I unwelcome now? She's not really leaving me much choice. Not that I want to hang out with them right now. Not when Rebecca is analyzing me. Fine, I say through my teeth. I'll go. She sighs. Don't be like that. I'm protecting us both. Night, Kayla, I say, and turn away from her. No one calls my name as I head for my cabin. Dinner has been served after a day of baking, din building, dodgeball, and tennis. The campers chat happily as they feast on Mexican food. Taco Tuesday is the best day in camp, but not for me. Ollie is finishing his 4th taco. The cooks here have to respect his and Jake's appetites. Everyone's spirits are raised ever so slightly. When we have a good meal, I pretend like mine are too. This evening's conversation is about what we would do in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Half my table would go to the city and the other half would set up camp in a remote forest. I'm Team Forest. Fewer humans to turn zombie and eat me. But I definitely wouldn't camp. I'd strap myself high up in a tree and sleep like Katniss in the Hunger Games. After dinner, the music around the campfire. The kids go to bed. It's my night off tonight, but Kayla and I have been asked to help tidy the outside area before we turn in. Cora's inside with the girls until we switch. I don't want to be outside. I'd rather be tucked up in my bed. It's not particularly messy out here, but I think Andy wants the creeper to see numbers. The more adults that Lillian and her Coroni see, the less likely she is to follow through with any threats. That's what I think anyway. I pick up a couple of tennis balls and that have been hit over the fence. As I turn to take them to the multi-use cabin, I see Ollie walking toward me. Hey, Esme, you need a hand, he asks. I smile as he approaches. If I didn't need my friends right now, I would be pissed at them for how they treated me last night. Yeah, can you grab those rackets, please? He picks them up and we walk back to the cabin. You shouldn't be out that far alone, especially not at night, he says. It's not too dark yet and I didn't go into the woods. There might be some balls in there, but hell no am I checking tonight. I'll take a look in the morning, he says. We pass Mary, Catalina, and a few others in canoes, letting off some steam. They look so carefree. I wonder what message that's sending to Lillian. We're still having fun. You don't scare us, do your worst. But how bad is her worst? Ollie holds the cabin door for me, and I flick the light on. Thanks. He's acting normal. I'm not sure if they really were talking about me last night or if Kayla was just trying to make me feel bad. We take the rackets and balls into the storage closet. It's full of sports equipment and smells like rubber and sweat. I turn to leave, but Ollie steps in front of the door, blocking my exit. What are you doing? I ask, my smile dropping. I've wanted to do something for a while. Strangle me? My eyes widen as he steps closer. I brace myself for a fight. Why aren't you running? He looms over me. My mouth goes dry. He is the one in on it with Lillian. Fab time to find out. When it comes to fight or flight, I'm not a flight. I've always had a lot of respect for fighters. Turns out we're just stupid. My heart races and I clench my hands into fists. I've taken self-defense classes and I'm going to kick his ass. His hands never reach my neck though. They slide around my back. What is happening? It takes me a second later to really get it. Am I that stupid? Ollie doesn't want to hurt me. His lips touch mine. Oh, code red. You're fraternizing with the enemy. I relax into the kiss a second later and feel his smile against my mouth. He tastes like Dr. Pepper and smells like campfire. Ollie pulls back for a second. I didn't expect complete shock, Esme. I thought I made it kind of obvious that I like you. Do not tell him that shock is because he isn't choking the life out of you. I'm sorry, I say, shaking my head to try and get a little clarity. I'll stop if you want me to. He looks at me, his eyes soft. I don't swoon easily, but I am right now. You can continue. He laughs and brings his lips down on mine again. I step closer, closing any distance between us. I snuggle into him as he kisses us both breathless. We should get back, he says, minutes, hours later, I don't know. He's taken my mind off of last night, and that's all that matters right now, right? We have a job to do and all that. His mouth curls. We should go and do that. Neither of us moves. Ollie, I say, I need to tell you something. Go on. The other day when we were talking about where we'd like to live after college, if we were going to start something off, and it feels like we are, I want to be as honest as I can. Yeah, he prompts. Well, you said you want to live anywhere but here, and for a second I thought you meant you lived here in Texas, in this town. I'm not sure I'm following. We said that the person who could be watching, lowering his arms, he breaks the contact and steps back. Me? He turns and runs his hands through his hair. Wow, you thought I was messing with Camp? No, well, I'm sorry, but just think about how it sounded. I don't care how it sounded. Why didn't you just ask? I would have told you. I just don't want to end up in a dead-end town like this. Jesus, Esme, I'm sorry. Disappointment fills his eyes. You actually thought I could threaten you all? That I would put children in danger? No, I say, but it doesn't mean anything because that is totally what I thought. We haven't known each other long, but I really don't think Ollie would be a part of something as terrifying as this. Lillian wants to turn us against each other, and I did exactly that. Please, can we just talk about this, I plead? I've been paranoid and scared. I like you, and it was dumb, like really dumb, but I haven't exactly been thinking straight. He takes a step toward the door. Ollie, don't leave. I wouldn't hurt anyone. I believe you. He clicks his tongue against his teeth. The first girl I've liked since my ex thinks I'm a deranged stalker. I dip my head wincing. I've made a huge mess of this. Ollie, I whisper. Why didn't you just ask? He sounds defeated, like this is all over and he's telling me it's my fault. I could have avoided this by talking to him. He hubs, his eyes flashing to mine. That's why you were going through my stuff. Crap, I was looking for your driver's license, I say. I wanted so badly to prove my dumb theory wrong. The last couple of weeks with you have been awesome, and I was terrified that you might be the one doing this and that you hated me. He tilts his head. Why would that make me hate you? Oh God, no, I mean all of us. Whoever is out there clearly doesn't have warm and fuzzy feelings for any of us. His Snickers thud on the floor as he walks closer to me. Why are you lying to me? He growls. I gulp. I'm not lying. Then tell me what you meant by that. Why would this person hate you? I press my lips together. You acted weird that when we were in the forest, he presses. Sometimes you're off in your own world, and I can see the panic you're holding in. Last night you bailed on us, and today you've been jumpy as hell. You're wrong, I tell him, but my words hold no weight because my voice cracks and betrays me. I'm not wrong. What's going on? You know more than you're telling me. Is someone threatening you? Ollie, no. He shakes his head. We're not leaving this damn closet until you tell me the truth. I squeeze my eyes shut. I can't tell. I've never told anyone ever. I can't, I whisper. I keep my eyes closed, but I feel him getting closer. His breath cascades over my head, and then I'm in his strong, warm arms. You're scaring me, he says into my hair. If someone is harassing you, I can help. I won't let anyone hurt you, Esme. I promise. After a mere 2 weeks of something happened to me, he would get over it fast. We're not even together. I barely know the guy. Hey, Ollie presses. Please tell me. His body is rigid. I sink into him and feel my tears seeping into his t-shirt. You'll hate me, I mutter against his collarbone. Tell me, he pulls back. Is it bad? I nod. I didn't mean it, though. What didn't you mean? I lied about when I was last here as a camper, I whisper. It was the year of the fire, and I was there that night. That is the end of chapter 35. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.